we started looking around, so we drove up a little side road to try to find the farmer's land or the farmer's house, which the tree was on, so that we could get permission to take a photo. And luckily for me, as I pulled up, he was shoveling his driveway. Hey everyone, so as you can see from some of that footage, I am in the Palouse today, and it is a very, very foggy day. It's a little eerie when you're driving on these roads and you can barely see the road. So as we were driving along the freeway, I spotted a tree, and that was kind of my intent today, was to come out here and find an isolated tree, since everything is white, and I'm going to try to isolate that tree in the photo. And we saw one from the freeway, and we started looking around, so we drove up a little side road to try to find the farmer's land or the farmer's house, which the tree was on, so that we could get permission to take a photo. And luckily for me, as I pulled up, he was shoveling his driveway, and he was very courteous and very nice, and said absolutely, told us where to park off the side of the road and where to hike. And so right now, I'm going to make this hike to try to find the lone tree. And as he called it, the farmer, he called it, and I said his family over the years has called it the bush hill, meaning that it's the only bush on that hill. So I'm going to go ahead and try to take a hike up and find this composition. Wish me luck.
Something's wrong, I waited up, wounds on my feet. Where will you be? Flickering through memories, the Polaroids yellowed in the sun, longing to be seen. So come and hide with me, hide with me, hide with me. Come and hide with me, hide with me, hide with me.
All right, so we finally made it, and that was quite a hike. Normally that wouldn't have taken very long, but through that snow, there was elements of surprise. Like all of a sudden we're walking in this white abyss, and we don't realize we're actually going downhill because we can't judge any depth out here. Because with this fog layering that's just above these hills, it's very difficult to see. But that is why I decided to hike out this area, because I wanted to get a shot of that tree that we spotted along the highway. And this tree is literally isolated on this mountain by itself. And the owner of this called it Bush Hill for a reason. And if you take a look as we pan through this image here, you can see what I mean by the fact that we are in literally miles and miles and miles of nothingness, but that tree looks like it's truly in the miles of nothingness with what's going on in the back of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to frame it. I'm going to frame it in a third so that I can get the sloping line coming down. And I got to do it quickly because the light's changing as the sun's getting closer to sunset. I want to be able to see the line of the hill so that we can at least have a little bit of depth, so we have a little bit different color in the background with that grayish blue. I'll probably change this image to black and white. I haven't decided yet, but certainly the elements out here tend to speak to black and white. But we're gonna get this image, try to hike out of here, and if we can on our way back, stop for another image. I'm not sure if that'll make it into today's vlog or not, because it's quite a ways back down the road, and like I said, sun sets soon, so we've got to get this image quickly. And I've taken the camera off the tripod here just to kind of snap a couple of shots of the composition that I see that I like the best, rather than try to walk around with it on the tripod, which I don't like to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the image. I took a few more shots up there. I threw the wide angle on, and now that you've seen the images that I just threw up onto the screen, I hope that you liked them. And I'll tell you what, it was fun being up here in the middle of nowhere shooting. I know that that little tree there isn't much of a tree, but if anything, it provides a little life out in the middle of this frozen tundra. And it's just very beautiful to how it's the only living thing on this hill, for as far as my eye can see. I hope that you check back frequently and make sure you like this video if you liked it, and make sure that you hit that subscribe button for me. It lets me know that there's viewers out there that still want to see this content. So until the next one, pray that we don't get lost on our way back, and that Joustin here can dry his feet off as he hiked this whole thing in Vans. So I'll see you on the next one.